Welcome to Hearts in Sacred Balance. I'm so happy you found your way here. I'm Seraphaya, and today I have felt some really powerful energies coming through, and I was called to come on and do a reading. This will be a general reading, and it's quite possible that the energies coming through will be for a select group of people. But tune in, and maybe the energy is for you, maybe it's not. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. But stick around and see what's here for you. I've blessed and shuffled, and I'm going to start the reading ringing my dragon bell. The dragons have come in today very strongly. I identify with, I have strong dragon energy within me, and I consult with them a lot. And I have a dragon overlooking the altar where we're going to do our reading today. So let's just call in some dragon energy to watch over and to give us messages that are looking to come through today. Awesome. Okay, so I first wanted to kind of tap into what energy is coming through and what wants to be said. So I'm going to start off with my energy cards just to see what energy is coming through to start off this reading today. Oh, that one just fell out. Okay. So, this is exciting. So, I don't know where you are in the world, but where I am, I'm in the Northern Hemisphere, and it's October 1st today, and it's a beautiful fall day. It's my favorite time of year because summer's still hanging on, so the temperatures are still kind of warm, but the leaves are changing, and it's absolutely beautiful outside. It's just a gorgeous day. And it's October 1st. I really love the beginning of every month because I feel like it's like a blank slate. Like anything's possible for the month ahead. And that's kind of the energy that's coming through. I mean, the first card that came out was bearing fruit. And it kind of goes along with, you know, that anything is possible. And I feel like October, summer is a time for play and for manifestations and for things to, everything that you planted in the springtime kind of comes up and grows, and fall is this beautiful time of year where you're kind of coming out of being really playful and lots of activity and doing a lot of things. And then winter is a time of rest and kind of going within. And fall is kind of a nice transitional period. It's like a transformation, if you allow it to be. And so, bearing fruit, I feel like a lot of times it's not just summer where everything happens. I feel like fall, you're kind of the temperature's getting a little cooler again depending on where you are, and the activities are kind of, you've slowed down, you've kind of tuned in a little bit more. You're not in flux of all these activities and things you want to be doing. You're just kind of more relaxed, and it's a perfect opportunity to really manifest a lot more and really tune into what it is that you want to create. And I mean, outside, again, if I'm in, the northern hemisphere, so we have a fall, and it's like a canvas outside, and so I feel like nature shows us what's possible in the fall. And I feel like for me personally, I tend to be more creative and more motivated to create and produce and manifest than I am in the summer. So I feel like this first card is just showing us that this is a season of creation, of bearing fruit, of bringing forth things that you've been wanting to manifest, dreams that you've been thinking about but haven't taken the steps. And it's the perfect time now. It's before winter. You're coming off, you still have a lot of energy, but you're kind of more subdued and kind of relaxed. And fall just has this beautiful, like, kind of chill in the atmosphere. You're warm and cozy with your coffee or your hot cocoa or your hot apple cider, whatever your, drink of choice is. But it's a perfect time, and I feel like the energy that's coming through is emphasizing that this is a season. Everything that you've been wanting to create, dreams that you've been wanting to, you've kind of kept in the back burner, has an opportunity to come forward. And everything that you've been either networking or creating or preparing for is now ready to bear fruit. It's now ready to come out of the closet and share with the world and come together to show results. And the second card that came out was Divine Matrix. And the way that I see this is that, the world we live in, with all its systems and structures and all that kind of things, people call the Matrix. And the Divine Matrix is more of following your own systems, following your own structure, following the structure and the routines and the path of the divine. Not following the crowd, not doing what they want you to do, not following the path that, your parents want or society wants, or your friends or family, they tell you, oh, you should go this way, you make more money, or it's more stable. The Divine Matrix is about quieting the noise and quieting all the voices and going within and listening to your own and saying, what's my path? What's the path of my soul? What is the path that brings me the most joy and that lights me up inside and that is in my heart that maybe I've kept quiet? The Divine Matrix is saying, listen to that. Listen to that voice. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. Follow that path. Create a divine matrix around yourself that honors who you are, that honors where you want to go, not what other people say. And it's creating those routines and creating the space around you, the structures or no structure if that doesn't jive with you. You don't have to follow the path that everyone says you have to. And you're allowed to say, no, actually, this is what works for me. This is what I want to do. In my own life, I've struggled for years to create my own business because I was trying to follow the path of other people. Oh, you should do this, if you should do it this way, and none of it worked for me because I was meant to create my own path. And it took years to silence the noise and to shut off the coulda, woulda, shoulda, or to shut off the conditioning of my education and the conditioning of wanting to please other people and thinking that I had to follow a path that either has already been created or that's more sustainable, or, is it even possible to create your own path and make a living? And that's kept me stuck for so long until I finally started doing the work and blocking out the noise and silencing it and listening to my own voice inside that said, actually, you have everything that you need to create a new path. You just have to believe in yourself. And that's how I created Hearts in Sacred Balance. Because it's a balance of all of it. And I wanted to create a sacred path from my heart. So that's really amazing. And then the other card that came through that just really supports all this is Call of the Muse. What lights you up? What inspires you? Do you have the ability to silence the noise enough to hear the messages come through? Can you be a messenger? I feel like the divine is working through us when we create. And the Call of the Muse, I see two different things that this is saying. It's saying, number one, what is your inspiration? What lights you up? What gets you excited to create and to build and to follow this path of the divine, follow the path of your soul, of your heart. Find what lights you up and follow that. Allow that in. Let that be your muse to create, to build. And also, can you allow yourself to be the messenger? Can you trust that the divine wants to work through you to create the world around you? Because everything that you do, it doesn't just affect you, it ripples out. So if you're following your heart and you're following your soul, you give others permission around you to do the same. So can you allow yourself to be the muse for yourself, but also to be the messenger for those around you? So that's such a beautiful energies. And I feel like they all kind of, it's like a figure eight. The divine matrix in the middle. It's so important to build that structure, that routine, that new life for yourself where you're able to follow your heart. You're able to follow your soul. You're able to follow what drives you and what inspires you, because it's more important to follow what lights you up than it is to follow what everyone else says. You are so unique in your soul, and what you're here to give and your gifts are unlike anybody else. You're not meant to follow the same path as everyone else. You're meant to create your own. And this is the season. This is the time. It is now to bring forth the fruit. Everything that you've been planting, all the dreams you've been thinking of, the things you write in your journal that no one else has seen, the things you talk about, and when you talk about, you just light up. Your face lights up in your voice and you get so excited. That's what you're meant to follow. It is possible. Don't listen to the noise around you saying it's not. This is the season to bring it forth. The dragons. Actually, before I bring the dragons, I love this deck. It's the Healing Waters deck by Rebecca Campbell. I like 3 of her decks. I just love her stuff. The energy is it comes straight from the soul, and it's just gorgeous. So let's see the energy that wants to come through to support this energy that's coming through so strongly. And this isn't for everybody. So if this resonates, this definitely is for you. But if it doesn't, it's totally okay. Maybe you're still not ready yet. It takes a lot of work, soul work, to get into a place where you're ready to follow your soul path. And that's okay. It's important to do the work. So if you're still doing the work, kudos, because most people won't even touch it. So I'm so proud of you. Keep up the great work. And if this message is for you, stay tuned. This is your season. This is your season to go for it, to stop holding back, you know, because the world needs your medicine. Okay, let's see. What wants to come through to support? Ugh, I love it. Oh, this energy. This deck is just, it gives me the chills because the energy is so ancient and it's so beautiful. And, yeah. Okay, let's see. Alright. Oh, there we go. Yes, definitely. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna do. Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna do a clarifier for that one. Whoa. Ha! Okay. Spirit really wants to talk today. I just had like 3. Sorry about that. I don't know if I want to take these. I just banged my head on nothing. That's too many. A huge amount of cards just flew out of the deck. Okay, let's see. Okay, I guess nothing else wants to come out. Okay. So the first card that came out is the rainbow. It says sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. And it fell under the bearing fruit. And I think this is, oh, I love this card so much. It's, like I said, it's your time now. Like, it's the time to stop planning and stop dreaming of it and to take action and bring it forth. And it's, you know, it's the new beginning and it's the perfect time for it. Because what you have to give is such sweet. It's such sweetness for the world. The medicine that you have to bring forth is what the world is needing right now. It's going to be such a relief for so many people. And so many people need what you have to give. And they've been waiting for it. And it's going to be sweet for you because you're going to help so many people. And all this time you were so worried about the people and the naysayers that you didn't stop to think about all the people that were going to help. You're going to help and that are going to benefit from your medicine. And it's going to be so beautiful. And not only are you going to be helping other people, but you're creating a new way forward. Excuse me. By following your heart, by being brave and creating a new way for yourself, by creating a divine matrix around you, by following your soul, you're creating a new way forward, not just for yourself, but you're giving others permission to do the same. You know, this world is shifting. The old earth is collapsing and the new earth is being created. And you are meant to create on this new earth. The people that this reading is for, and this people who this reading is resonating with, you are meant to create in the new earth. And by you creating this way forward, by following your heart and your soul, you're creating a new way forward. You're creating a path into the new earth. And you're showing others how to do the same. And to do that, you have to, so much of what we're going into in the new earth is unknown. Like, I remember a time that I was so afraid to do anything unless I knew what was going to happen. And right now I'm just being asked to trust in the unknown because I am creating a brand new path. No one else has done it before. There is no path in front of me. I am the path. So it was a little scary, and it's scary at times, but it's about jumping into the unknown and knowing, I have this deep inner knowing that the people meant to hear my message will find me. And, that's huge. That I had to face a lot of fears, and I still do sometimes. Um, and so for those of you listening and following your heart and following your soul and creating a path for yourself, take that leap into the unknown. We don't know what's on the other side, but that's the point, because we are creating the path. We're creating the depth of what's to come. And it takes a lot of courage. And if you're here and you're doing this with me, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of us. And let's just keep going, and let's create beautiful things in this world, and let's be brave and courageous and create this new path for others to follow and to help those that need it. There's a lot of people lost in the world right now with the collapse of everything going on. You are meant to be here. You are meant to help others. And yeah, so we're in a time, like I said, the old world is collapsing and the new one's being built, and not everybody's choosing the new earth. Your soul has to make that choice. And some people, I feel like, are in, and maybe this is you, and if it is, it's okay. I was here, and some days I am still here. You feel kind of stagnant, like, like, I know what I'm meant to be doing, but am I brave enough? And can I, and all these questions in your brain, and, and it keeps you stuck, and this is the time to go forward. There's a huge call for so many of us to shift out of the old way, and out of the anxiety, and out of the questioning and stalling and procrastinating and like, I can't do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're already here. For those here today listening, you're already doing it. The fact that you thought it, and you're wanting to follow your heart and your soul, and you're creating a new path, and you're making the time, and you're following leads, and you're seeking validation for what you're feeling. You're already doing it. You're hearing the call, and you're answering. So just flow into it. Allow for the changes to occur. Jump into the unknown, knowing that the people who need your medicine will find you. You don't have to do like all these people say, you have to do this and this. No, you don't. If you flow with it, and you follow your soul, and you follow the guidance of your heart, the people who need your medicine and need to hear you will find you. Okay, now the dragons want to come in. All right, let's see. Let's see what the dragons have to say, because this is so, it's so powerful. I love it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Merlin the dragon. I love it. Okay. I'll have to read the book on this, because I'm not, like, I talk to the dragons and stuff, but I don't know the individual ones on the cards here. Let's see. What other dragon wants to come in today? Oh my gosh, courage. We were just talking about that. Okay. Let's see. I seem to be doing 333, so if anyone's into numerology, you can look that up. Some days I know all the numbers and what they mean. Other days, not so much. So definitely look up 333, because that seems to be a theme number. I keep pulling 3 cards out of each deck. Okay, we're going to try to go flying, so I guess we're going to take those. That was 4. Okay, sweet. So we have Merlin the dragon, courage, confidence, and peace. So I'm going to look up the Merlin one, but the courage dragon is here to support you in taking the leap into the unknown and creating the new path and going forth and creating your own divine matrix within what's around you in this world. And the confidence dragon is here to support you and support you in creating the confidence in yourself to create this new path. You have what it takes. You've been preparing for years. If you're anything like me, I've been networking and preparing for longer, so much longer than most people. Because I was just scared. I was scared to jump into the unknown, and I was, I had so many doubts, and they just created loops in my head, and I just needed the confidence to go forward. And that's what I'm doing, because I'm creating a brand new path, and nothing else fits me. How the world is set up, that's not how I roll. So for those of you that have been kind of going in loops or have procrastinating or just really struggling to leap into the unknown, the confidence dragon is here to support you in taking that leap. Even if he has to push you over the edge. If you need that, ask for it. Some dragons will, some won't. Some are like, how about, I'll jump with you. And then others are like, sure, I'll, headbutt you off the edge. But it just kind of depends, so you can ask. But the peace dragon, so what is coming in so strongly is that once you make this leap, and once you just start and you begin, it's going to bring you so much peace of mind, because you're going to be following your soul path. You're going to be following your heart. You're going to be following what lights you up. And everything that you love and that lights you up and gets you excited is going to be medicine for other people and what they need. And it's going to be this beautiful circle that feeds both of you, that heals both of you. And it's just, it's like this beautiful purple card with a purple dragon, which is, crown chakra energy. And it's connected to the higher realms. And it's just, it's a really beautiful, beautiful card. So just take the leap. This new way forward, this is the way for you. And like I said, those of you that are here today, this is definitely the ones that this is resonating with. You're meant to hear this message. Like, you totally got this. You got what it takes. You've already been as prepared as you can be. Just go for it, Take the leap, take the risk, see what happens. I guarantee, even if you're stumbling and nervous and you don't know if you're going to get it right, someone is going to resonate and they're going to absolutely love what you bring forth. You just need to trust yourself, trust your inner wisdom, and trust your intuition in this. Okay, let me just find the Merlin dragon. Let me just read real quick the piece. This beautiful and gentle dragon encourages us to be kind to ourselves. We frequently push ourselves too hard in our lives, whether this is at work or at home. We forget who we truly are and can miss the beauty in life as we become self-absorbed. This dragon's energy guides us to an inner tranquility, helping us to feel and trust that everything is fine. Finally, we begin to see and understand the beauty and lessons in all things. Although incredibly powerful, this tranquil dragon brings the energy and gentle bliss like the early morning summer sun, giving us a sense of completeness we previously lacked. She has come to you today. Her message is this: allow me to pull together your scattered energies so that you can feel a sense of peace enter your soul. love that. By allowing peace to enter our lives, we enable our very beings to carry more light. Yes. We become beacons for others to follow, but in order to do this effectively, we must release our need for control. Yeah, so the more you let go and you trust in the process, and you trust in what you're doing and how you're being led, and you trust your intuition, the more light can filter through you, the more the divine can work through you as a muse, can help you bring forth your messages. That's so beautiful. Okay, I'm still looking for the Merlin dragon. Bear with me. It's not really. Wait, it does have a number that might help. Okay. Oops. 21. Almost there, I promise. Oh, I found it. Okay. The Merlin the dragon. Continue your journey discovering what you need to learn, understand, and own. Excuse me. Merlin the dragon, to give him his full name, is an incredibly large and sage-old dragon whose message is one of teaching and learning. If he has found his way into your reading today, his message is this: not all things are as they seem. Some are images being reflected back to you in order for you to understand discernment and learn the lessons of self-trust. Yes. Only once you have done this, will you discover how to stand in your own power and own who you truly are. Let me read that again because I kind of messed it up. Only once you have done this will you discover how to stand in your own power and own who you truly are. Oh, this is so powerful, you all. So learning how to trust in what you're doing, trust in what you're creating, trust in this path that you are forging, and owning who you are truly, and owning how powerful what you're doing really is. Like, so many people, most people in life will never dare to do what you're doing. Like, they're just happy to work for somebody else, to follow the crowd, to do what they're supposed to do, make money, play, go to sleep, just repeat the cycle. But you are stepping out of that. You are daring to step out of that. You are daring to follow your heart. You're daring to follow your soul. And that's huge. You're daring to step outside the structure and society and mutiny of society and create your own path. Let's just stop for a minute and really honor how huge that is. That's so amazing. And the world needs you, and the world needs what you have to offer. And so I honor you. And I honor the power that roars inside of you. I just got chills when I said that. The dragon that came through. Just trust in yourself. Trust in what you're bringing forth. Trust that you have what it takes to create this path, because you do. You wouldn't have been called onto it if you didn't have what it takes. You have what it takes, and stand in that power and recognize that. Let's continue. The Grand Master Dragons are able to shapeshift between their dragon and human or angelic form. In whichever guise he adopts, Merlin is the teacher of the teachers, so heed his wise counsel. You are unable to teach others until you fully understand the lessons yourself. So make sure you're doing your soul work. The soul work never ends. As long as we're still humans on Earth, we still have lessons. But it's not it's not a continuous all the time, but we're always be open to learning more. Always be open to growing more. And the more you grow and learn, the more you know you don't know as much as you think. Okay. Once you have mastered these, you are in a position of clarity and ownership and can share your wisdom with integrity and power. So once you've done your work, once you've transmuted the things that you've been through, once you've healed, that's when you can bring it forth. I recommend anyone on this path, if you haven't done your work, your medicine's not ready for the world. You have to heal within yourself first. You have to transmute it. You have to turn it from trauma to wisdom. And you have to honor that process within yourself. You can't go out and teach others how to do it if you haven't done it yourself. Because then you're just spilling your own trauma onto other people, and that's not okay. So make sure you have done your work before you fully set on this path. Own your stuff. Transmute it. Heal it. Allow it to transform before you set off to be medicine for other people. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Until then, hold your tongue and continue your journey, discovering what you need to learn, understand, and own. Yeah, just kind of what I just said. Only then will you be in a place of authority to share your knowledge with others. Yeah. The wagon doesn't come before the horse. You have to do the work first. We all see people out there not doing the work and trying to be teachers, and it messes people up. Like, I've gotten readings and I've gotten healing work done from people who clearly have not done their work, and I had more work to do to fix what then they projected onto me. Do your work first before your medicine is ready to share with the world. Okay, so then if you notice that owls keep crossing your path, know that Merlin is around and willing to share his infinite wisdom with you and show you what you need to learn. So if you keep seeing owls, then that's a sign that Merlin the dragon is around you. He will stretch you and often answer questions with another question. So don't expect answers. But I don't know if you have felt this way, but I feel like I do that a lot. People ask me questions and they are expecting me to just solve their problems, and instead I ask them more questions, because real healers, like genuine healers, teach you how to heal yourself. They don't do the healing for you. And so I try to reflect that back to people by asking more questions. And they ended up answering their own questions through that self-reflection in the mirror. And it's beautiful because they need to learn it, not just wait for other people to solve for them. That's how you grow and teach. Yeah, because all your answers are within. Ultimately, so many people don't trust themselves and don't trust their own intuition. And that's what, a lot of us are here to teach. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. I did want to pull a couple, let's see, what wants to come through? This is not. Okay, so going forward, I have this surrender, the power of surrender. I feel like in working in this path, creating this path that we're on, it is so important to surrender every day. Because if not, we're trying to control the outcome, and, that's just going to put us back in loops that we don't want to be in. Because when we're jumping into the unknown, when we're creating a new path that's never been created before, it's hard to not have all the answers and to just do things not knowing how they're going to land, or if anyone's going to, is anyone going to find this message? Is anyone going to like it? And that doesn't matter, because, my Facebook page, I have more silent followers than people who like and comment my stuff. But I trust. I think I just have a lot of introverts, but I trust that whoever needs to hear this message will hear it. And the same with this video. I trust that those of you that are here listening and have gotten this far in the video, you were meant to hear this message today. And I'm so grateful that you're here, and I really hope that this message lands where it needs to, and that you come back for more wisdom and snippets and for what I'm going to be bringing. Anyway, so I think surrender, I kind of went off on a tangent. I tend to do that sometimes. I'm very multi-dimensional, and so I am working in a lot of dimensions, many times, and I lose my place and I lose track of time, and so you'll get used to it. But yeah, so I think it's surrender is so important. Just surrendering to the unknown, surrendering to trusting that whoever needs your medicine will find it without you pushing and controlling it. So I just wanted to pull, I have this Power of Surrender deck, and I just wanted to pull some cards for it to kind of support that that belief that it is so important for us to surrender on this journey, because there's no roadmap. We are the map, and it's hard not to want to control the outcome, and it's hard to keep going when a lot of times we're in the dark, because we are the light and we are the path. And it takes a lot of trust and a lot of surrender. And some days there's a lot of it. And other days it's really hard to find. And I get that. So let's just pull some cards to see what we need to come out. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. Huh. There's a theme here. Let's see. I feel like there's one more. Oh, okay. The first three cards, there's a theme, and then the last one. Okay. So surrender, defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So I think this applies to, when we're going to be on this path, there's going to be a lot of naysayers. There's going to be a lot of people that are light, and our high vibrational energy irritates because they're not doing their work. So just remember, a lot of the people that have negative comments, that do angry faces, angry reactions, they haven't done their work. They're choosing not to do the work, or it's too hard, or whatever the reason. And they're going to get defensive, and they're going to be angry at you, and they're going to call you out, and they're going to call you names, and they're going to be like, who are you to say this? How do you know, just... And surrender and understand where they're coming from. Try not to get defensive. And we're all human, and we gotta forgive ourselves, because we're gonna get defensive. And I remember my first angry face on my business page on Facebook, I blocked her. I'm like, no one's got time for that negativity on this place. This is the place of light, and and later I was like, okay, Seraphaya, you got a little bit defensive there. But it was my first one, and I was like, well, I don't have time for that. Why are you angry at me? It was a really lighthearted post. Excuse me, let me get some water. But we're still human. It's gonna happen. We just have to forgive ourselves. But just try to remember where people are coming from. And it's not directed personally towards you. It's just coming, it's a mirror and it's a reflection of where they're at. And just try to still communicate in a empowered and centered way. Okay, the next one was surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So, this is a hard path that we have chosen. It's going to be amazing, so don't give up. But in the beginning, it's hard because, again, you're making a new way that's never been made. There's no one to follow. There's no one to hold your hand to tell you how to do it. You are it. So it takes a lot of self-confidence and a lot of self-worth and trust in yourself. But there's going to be times that you're going to resent the journey. You're going to resent having to create everything. You're going to resent the people who aren't going to understand because they're not on the journey, because they don't have the courage or the bravery, or maybe that's just not their soul path to create a new way. And you're going to resent that because many times you're going to travel this journey by yourself because you are the way and you are the light. You are the lantern in the front leading the way. And that can get lonely. And I understand. I've been alone most of my life, and people come in and out, and I'm only finally calling in high vibrational people around me. But it's easy. It's easy to get resentful towards the people around us for not understanding, for not being able to support us, for not, being able to guide us. It's hard. It truly is. I feel you. I feel the same way. But resentments, being resentful won't serve you. It won't serve the people around you. It won't make them want to support you more. They just don't know how. They're not on the same path as you. But I am here, and we're going to build a soul family here and a community here at Hearts and Sacred Balance. And we're at the beginning, but keep coming back because the people here, we get you because we're all in the same boat. We're all creating new paths together. So I understand and I feel you and I honor you and I support you because I'm there too. Let's support each other, it's needed. But try to forgive the people. They're trying the best they can and where they're at. Everyone's in their own vibration, their own frequency, just doing the best they can. And we have to forgive others for that. And just keep moving forward and keep tucking along. And the more you raise your vibration and the more you have self-trust and surrender, the more the people like you will find you. Okay. And then the last one that kind of goes along with all this, surrender the idea you can fix someone. This is so important, especially if you're, I'm going to be doing coaching as well, so soul coaching. But we're here as guides. We're not here to fix people. That's their job. We are here to reflect back to them. Everything that they need is in themselves. The healing that they need to do is within them. So our job is to be the light, to be the lantern, to be the guide, to show them the way, show them a different way, that they don't have to follow the way society says. They don't have to follow all the structures and rules and regulations, that there are other ways, there's other paths. And that's our job, to guide that, to show that, to be the example of these new paths that people can follow, that we don't have to live in this old world where you have to follow, you have to go to work, no. We are not meant to be in a slave world. We are meant to be in a peaceful, loving paradise. And that's what we are rebuilding. We are here to be an example, to show the way, to be the guide, to show others that they're the maps. You are the map. Show others what you know. But we are not meant to fix them. We are not meant to force them. We are not meant to control them. They have divine will. It's their choice. If they want to stay in the old world and the old structure, that's their choice. That's their will of their soul. We have to allow that. So we have to surrender the idea that we're here to fix people, or we're here to, you can't yank them into the new world. Their soul has to choose it and have to be doing the work. We can't fix them. Each person has to be accountable for his or her own healing. They have to make that choice and do the work. So that's so important in the work that we're doing. Okay, and then the last one, and this one's so big for the path that we're creating: surrender to effortlessness. This is something I'm trying to decondition myself away from, is the idea that I have to work hard. I have to push really hard to get somewhere. And that just goes against who I am. Like, I don't know if anyone is into human design, but I'm a 2/5 splenic projector. Pushing hard and hustling goes completely against who I am and who my design is. So I've been really deconditioning away from that and just honoring my own design and how I'm built, and to stop pushing and to adopt this idea that it can be easy. It's about ease, not pushing so hard. So it's so important, and everyone's going to have different human designs, and they're all going to be built differently, but we're here to create a new way, not work and kill yourself, working so hard that you're exhausted all the time. We're here to show a new way that, yes, it can be effortlessness. It can be easy. We don't have to push so hard to get results. I said the art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Yes. We need to show others to let go of the sides of the river and just float. Lay down on your back with your feet up and float down the river. Allow life to flow through you and with you instead of against the current. So many people in the regular matrix are clinging onto the sides, or they're trying to swim upstream against the river, and they're wondering why they're so exhausted and unhappy. Because they're going against their soul. They're going against their purpose and their soul, their reason for being here, because they're trying to fit into the mold of what society or their family or their friends tells them that they need to do to be successful. That's why you and I are here. We're here to create and to show people a new way of being in the world. So let's remember in ourselves, in our own life, in our own path, to surrender and to be easy and to go with the flow. We got this. I'm so proud of all of us. Okay, so the last cards I'm going to pull, this reading's gotten kind of long, but it's okay, is Soul Truth. These are self-awareness cards. So this is for us individually. So let's see what comes through. So this is kind of like advice for us as a group, or individually. Take it as it resonates. If none of these apply to you, then don't worry about it. If they do, then listen and take it and meditate on it and see what needs to come through for you. Okay, let's see. I have one that came through. Okay, here we go. Okay. So there's three. Oh, if only I could talk. There's 3 again. I did have, 333 and then 44 were the numbers, because I had mostly 3 cards for everything. except for the dragons and the surrender cards, there was 4. So if you're into numerology or you know the meaning of numbers, look up 333 and 44. Okay. So the first one, this one's huge, especially for all of us. Again, take what resonates. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Am I apologizing for my truth? Just let that sink in. Think about your path and your journey to get here and your journey to where you are now. Am I apologizing for my truth? I have the chills right now. That's so big. Okay, I'm just going to read the back. What part of you is apologizing for your truth and why? Today's soul action. Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Today's mantra, courage is contagious. Oh, that's so beautiful. I feel like that just sums up everything we've been talking about today. Think about your own life. What part of you is apologizing for your truth and why? And then remember, be proud of who you are. Be proud of your truth. You don't need to apologize or withhold it. You are medicine for other people. Your truth, what you've been through, is going to help someone else, is going to give someone else a voice, is going to give someone else permission to live outside their box, or maybe destroy their box altogether. I personally like to use the box to go sledding in, but, or build a fort with it. You're the change that people need. You're the example. You're the lighthouse in a world of darkness. Your truth matters. Find the courage to express it. Find the courage to live it. Because it's needed. I got the chills. That's so beautiful. Okay. The next one. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or did. For me, I snort. I start laughing really hard and I snort. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. There it is. That was funny. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today's soul action, make somebody laugh today. So, y'all, this journey is hard. So, find the joy where you can. Like, make it a daily thing. Find things to laugh about. Like, my favorite thing, I will make a total fool of myself if it makes someone else laugh. And the more they laugh, the more it encourages me and the goofier I get. I am like so goofy and silly. So I'm also a dancer. So my favorite thing, like if I don't know the song, but I still want to dance, or I'm just feeling like because I read energy, like I need to lighten the air. I need to lighten the mood. I kid you not, I will start dancing like a goofball. I make all these funny moves, and when I'm dancing, I have a lot of confidence because I'm a really good dancer, but like, I will make a total fool of myself, and the more people laugh, the more it encourages me, and the more I do it. And then, next thing I know, people are laughing or smiling. Some are giving me dirty looks, but they're just jealous because they don't have the nerve to do it themselves. So, I just love that. And then it makes my night if then I see people making silly moves or they start acting, dancing with silly moves. Then I'm like, mission accomplished. Because for me, my favorite thing in the world is giving people permission to let their inner child out to play. That's one of my sacred missions on this earth. My inner child is alive and well, and she comes out all the time and loves to play. I mean, I'm a projector. Play is our thing. But yeah, so that's my favorite thing. So find joy, find laughter every day because this journey is hard. Creating a new path in this world and this new earth is hard. It's going to be so amazing though, so keep with it. I'm so proud of you. But yeah, find time to laugh and find joy and make others smile and make yourself smile. Okay, and the last one. This is important. Where can I ask for more help in my life? I know we're creating a new path for everyone here, but we need help too. And it's important to honor that. Where can I ask for more help in my life? We can't do it all ourselves. I know some of us think we can. Yes, I'm speaking for myself. I'm very stubborn. I call it determined. But I do need help. And I'm getting better at asking for it when I need it. And I've been pleasantly surprised at how the universe shows up when I do that. I'm like, whoa. So I'm doing it more because I'm finding a new way. Okay. Until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. Whoa. I'm going to read that one again. Until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. Brene Brown. Whoa. That's huge, you all. So give and receive with an open heart, with no judgment. Don't attach judgment. I know some people that are like, I'm afraid if I ask for help, I'm going to owe you something. Or, so many people are afraid to receive. So many of us give, but we don't know how to receive. I had to teach myself how to receive throughout my life. I was an overgiver. But it's beautiful to receive. And the way I see it is by us receiving from others, we're allowing them to give. And by refusing to receive, we're refusing the gift of allowing someone else to give. Something to think about. All right, today's soul action. Today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart and with gratitude. Today's mantra. I ask for what I want and I am open to receiving it because you deserve to receive as much as you give. It's a circle. It's a circle of completion. So if you're overgiving all the time, you're overextending yourself and you need to open yourself to receive and allow it to be an effortless flow of receiving and giving, because then that's a balance. If you're overgiving or over receiving, you're out of balance, and that's going to affect you physically and somatically and the way you show up in the world. Be in balance of giving and receiving, and understanding that you receiving, you're giving the gift of allowing someone else to give, and that's beautiful. And you deserve to receive as well, and as much as you give. And that's important, especially when we're, setting out, creating a new way of helping and showing up for others. Allow people to show up for you too. Allow yourself to receive the goodness and the joy and laughter that life has to offer, so that you can then show up more authentically and be able to give from an open heart, because you're equally receiving. So, let's see. I'm just going to do one last card from Work Your Light. This has been a beautiful reading. For those of you still here, thank you for hanging with. And I'm so excited that you found me. And I hope you stick around. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share. I'm just getting started, but there's so much wisdom and messages that I have to share with the world. And that's like so many. Just want one. But our guides, whoever's coming through today, has so much to say. So listen in. That's a message too. Have you been talking to your spirit guides? Have you been talking to your higher self? Have you been listening to your heart and your soul? If not, then find some time in your day just to sit in quiet. It doesn't have to be in a meditation pose. You can go in nature or sit in your car, you know, at the end of a work day, or, you know, just find time to sit in quiet. Find time to quiet the noise in your head and listen and see what comes through. Okay. So there's 2 cards, but that's okay. That's better than 5 that came out earlier. So the last messages, I'm going to get the book for this. The first one that came through, Work Your Light, was Lemuria. We are creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So this also is what we've been talking about. We are here creating the new earth. We are creating a new path. You know, for so long we're like, oh, it's coming, it's coming. Well, it's here now. We're in it. So the time is now. We are creating heaven on earth. I personally had many lifetimes on Lemuria. And it was so different than it is here, than it is now on this earth. And it was always supposed to be like that. Things happened in the fall of Atlantis, and it shifted. And we're trying to shift it back. We're trying to bring the light back, and we're succeeding. It happens energetically before it happens physically, and what we're seeing show up in the world is the physical lagging that's happening. But that's keep on doing it. We are literally creating heaven on earth, you all. It's happening, and it's beautiful. And you are here in this creation, and you're a part of that. And I thank you, and I honor you, and I appreciate you. Okay. Let me just see if there was. Hold on again, these ones. Bear with me. I'm just trying to see if there was anything extra that I wanted to add. I must have passed it. Probably went right past it and I didn't even notice. Oh, happens. Ah, I did go past it. Okay. Alright, work your light transmission. So place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and say aloud, I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. It's beautiful. Okay, the next card is Awakening, Energetic Upgrades, a New Wave Being, Integration. A lot of us are awakened already, but there's levels of awakening. If you've been on this journey for a while like I have, you understand. There's many, many levels of awakening. Some are at the beginning, some of us are towards the higher, like we've been through this journey a long time. Um, there's the more you awaken, the more upgrades and codes come in for you. So just learn to listen to your body so you can integrate those. Because you are here creating and showing a new way of being in the world. And that's huge. So honor yourself and take care of yourself as well. Okay. You are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you and at many levels. You are starting to remember ancient truths and discovering more and more about who you are and why you incarnated. During this time of transition and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. Pulling this card may be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations into the world. Whether it be ideas, truths, concept, books, coaching, writing, art, music, you name it, the world is limitless. Don't think too much about it. Just continue in your path. Okay, so for this card, keep your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and say aloud, I surrender to my awakening. I allow this Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that delights my mind, body, and spirit. That's beautiful. I think that's a gorgeous ending to this reading. It ended up being a lot longer than I anticipated, but I'm just allowing it to flow. It's going to be as long as it needs to be. That's how I am going to be running this channel. There's days I might have short readings and others, this one needed to be long. There was a lot that needed to be said here. So for those of you who found this reading and found my channel, thank you so much. I welcome you. I'm excited to build this community of like-minded soul family. And just keep doing what you're doing. I'm so honored and proud of you for this path that you're building, for this journey that you're on, and for all that you are contributing to the planet, and for the medicine that you're going to be gifting the world. Don't give up. I know it's hard some days, but you're not alone. There's others of us on this path as well, and I'm here. And I honor you and I thank you, and I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day and be blessed. Until next time, Seraphaya is out.